Hey guys, it's great being back. I've been gone for about a month now. I went to TwitchCon Amsterdam where I got to meet all the awesome Gwent people we see on stream all day. They are just as nice as you think they are, even better in person. I also went to CD Projekt Red's 20th anniversary. It was so cool meeting all of the Gwent people in person. Like, I have a newfound love for the company because I just know that what goes into Gwent, The Witcher, and Cyberpunk is so much more than meets the eye. I also got a lot of free stuff, so that's the reason my room is such a mess. I'm not gonna apologize. I am just low-key bragging because I have so much Cyberpunk and Witcher things. It's not even possible. I have socks, I have hats, I have badges. I'm probably gonna give some away on stream or on my channel at some point because I don't know what to do with all of this. And also, if you saw my recent videos lately, I published a book. It's called The Marked Children. I wrote it for 7 years. Started writing it when I was 17. I'm 24 now, so you can do the maths. Yeah, it's been an absolute like a load off my shoulders being able to put it out into the world finally. We sold about 100 copies in the first weekend, which makes me so happy, like more than words can explain really. I've gotten a few reviews as well. I really appreciate your reviews. I think reviews have the same effect on Amazon as comments have on YouTube. It affects the algorithm in a way that more people see your book. So yeah, if any of you read the book, want to read it, I'm gonna leave it in the description below. It's about a boy called John. He wakes up with a black symbol on his arm one day, a mark, and after that he disappears. He is basically abducted and dropped onto a new planet where he has to survive in the wilderness. He stumbles upon a group of other kids and they all have marks on their arms as well. So John quickly finds out that children every year get abducted or they just vanish from the face of the earth and nobody really knows where they go. But they all get dropped on this weird new planet and their symbols indicate the reason they were chosen. So if you have a green symbol, you might be really good at surviving in the wilderness or interacting with animals. If you have a blue symbol, you're good with technology. And John has a black symbol, so he needs to figure out what the hell that means. And basically they have to work together and figure out how they're going to get back home. This book is good for young adults and adults alike. Yeah, if you have any interest in reading it, it's up on Amazon. If you have Kindle Unlimited, you can actually grab it for free. So yeah, let's get to the deck, shall we? Today we are going to be doing elves. Alright, so let's get started with this elves list. Now, this will look pretty similar to some of the lists you have seen in the past, except this one has a key new component called the Free Company. It is a bandit card, and since so many new cards have the bandit tag, cards like these will play for a lot of points if you're able to swarm your side of the board. So this one boosts all allied bandits by 1. Keep that in mind as we go through all these cards. So then you have the Deadeye Ambush Leader ability. This allows you to spawn an Elven Deadeye in an allied row. This is 3 times, meaning it plays for 9 points. As you can see, Elven Deadeyes are bandits, so wink wink, nudge nudge. We also have the Iron Saint Saber as our stratagem. This will play Square Town Neophyte. Square Town Neophytes can use their order ability to change a different elf into an Elven Deadeye. This card is also a bandit card. So the way I like to start off a game playing Deadeye Ambush depends on whether I'm going first or second. If I'm going first, I don't want to overcommit, but I do want to set up my graveyard. So if I'm going first, I'm going to start off with Vanna Dane. Vanna Dane is going to move up to 2 cards from my hand to the bottom of my deck. I am going to pick 2 cards, the worst cards, and it's then going to add 2 waylays to your hand. So you're then going to use the waylays. If Vanna Dane is still on the board, they're going to play for 9 points each, because it's going to do 3 points of damage, then spawn an Elven Deadeye for 3 points, and then do it again. So this is a pretty nice card, and if you can get it out round 1, that's just a nice way to set up your graveyard. The reason we want to set up our graveyard is for Alyssa. Alyssa will shuffle a special card from your graveyard to your deck. If it was a bronze, it will shuffle an additional copy, so 2. So we want to use Alyssa to get those back into our deck. Now, because we start off by already having 2 waylays in our deck, if we do this correctly, we will have 4 waylays in our deck after we played Alyssa. Now, we want 4 Waylays in our deck because we want to finish the game by playing Simlas. Simlas plays all copies of a bronze special card from your deck. So, if you have 4 Waylays, he's going to play all 4 of those Waylays in one turn, playing for an astronomical amount of points. Now, there is a way to get 5 Waylays in your deck. How is that possible? Well, let's say we're going second. If we are going second, meaning we're going on red coin, then we are going to do everything in our power to win on even. So we're going to push, and in order to do that, we're going to try and start off with our scenario, which is Feign Death. So when we play Feign Death, it will progress whenever you play an elf. You're going to spawn Venacile's Commando, spawn 2 Elven Deadeyes, and then thirdly, you're going to spawn and play Waylay. So you're getting an extra Waylay in your graveyard. Now, if you're going second, you can still play Van Ardain in your first turn, or your first round, that is, because Van Ardain is still going to give you that tempo you need to win on even. He's still going to give you 2 Waylays, but you're only going to play 1 of those Waylays, because you don't want 3 Waylays in your graveyard, you want 2. Alyssa can only shuffle back 2. So you're going to get 1 Waylay from Feign Death, you're going to use 1 from Van Ardain, and you're going to keep the other one in your hand. Then when you go over to round 2, you're going to shuffle that card back into your deck. That's how you get 5 Waylays, and that's how you win with this deck in particular. So let's say you've played 5 Waylays. That means you're going to get 5 Elven Deadeyes on the board. You're going to have your leader ability as well. So you're going to play Isengrim. Isengrim is going to boost all elves on your side of the board by 1 point. You're going to end up playing something like the Free Company. It's going to boost all bandits on your side of the board by 1. Now, keep in mind, you can have up to 18 cards on your side of the board. If you do the maths, that's a lot of points in 1 turn. We also have Vernacile. Now, Vernacile is a bandit. She's a nice way to quickly fill up your board if you need her to by playing her on the range row. She's going to spawn 2 Elven Deadeyes. Or if you are stuck with a row or a board full of elves already, you can just play Vernacile in the melee row, and each Elven Deadeye will damage a random enemy by 2 points. So this will play for significantly more points if you have a several amount of Elven Deadeyes on your side of the board than playing it on the range row. The range row is a last resort if you really have no elves on the board and it's a very short final round 3. Okay, so what else do we have? We have a Neuromancy for consistency. This allows you to draw any card when you need to. We have Heatwave because we're playing against a bunch of different decks where you have very strong scenarios that you need to get rid of. We also have Elerin. She comes out on the melee row when you have 5 or more elves on your side of the board. We have Yavin for some control. You can damage an enemy unit by the number of elf units in this row. You have Dolblathana Archer. I quite like this card. So you can either play her on the melee row and damage an enemy unit by 3, or you can play her on the range row and damage 2 units by 1. For each you kill, you will spawn an Elven Deadeye. So if you play her on the range row, you can get 2 Elven Deadeyes if you do it correctly. You can set that up easily with damage cards like Elven Swordmaster, which damages an enemy unit by 1 every 2 turns. Whenever you play an elf, which is every turn basically, this will decrease the cooldown by 1, basically making it a 1-point engine in my opinion. We have another Squirtle Neophyte 2 sitting here. We have the Dolblathana Bowman, which damages an enemy unit by 1 for each row that separates it from this unit. So you always want to play this on the range row, and you want to try and target a card that is also on your opponent's range row. We have Rye Dragoon for movement, because Caltulus exists. Don't ask me why it exists, but it does, and you have to move some stuff when that happens. You also have to purify some stuff when that happens, and Ride Sappers makes this possible. It purifies an ally unit, but if you have another elf on your side of the board, you can purify any unit, so that's no problem. Squirrel is also there. Squirrel allows you to get rid of some nice cards in your opponent's graveyard. This includes, I don't know, Caltulus. It also includes things like Neuromancy, Amphibious Assault, etc, etc. So this deck is probably going to get me to pro in my next stream. I didn't really focus too much on it. I experimented with quite a few different things, hence the reason I'm still in rank 1. I don't want to tank my MMR when I'm in pro rank by playing a Knights list I'm not familiar with at all. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. I'll throw you 3 of my best games I've had with this list, and I hope you enjoy it. So I'm making the promise that I won't sell my book to any other ebook company or on any other platform, and I will only sell it on Kindle. And in exchange for my soul, Jeff Bezos will enroll my book in the Kindle Unlimited program. Which basically means if you pay Jeff Bezos $10 a month, you can get my book for free if you are a part of the Kindle Unlimited program. So if you love books that much, it's a pretty good deal. What do I get out of it, you might ask? Well, every time somebody who's already part of that subscription program downloads the book, it counts as a sale, which is interesting. But they changed it recently, so I only get paid per page they read of the book. So normally people abuse these things, obviously, because they get 10 free books a month with that package. So they just buy books to support the authors. But now they actually have to read the book, which is funny. In my opinion, they wouldn't have bought it anyway if they don't read it. So I don't mind about the money. But the fact that it counts as a sale is interesting, so I enrolled it anyway. Greedy Bezos? Hey, Bezos appears to know what he's doing. I would really like to kill this card. They can't give it a shield because it's veiled, which is nice. Okay, you know what? I need to start off strong. We're gonna go with Feign Death. Amazon was started as a garage bookstore, if I know well. I think you're right. I think you're correct. Why are you so mean to me today? I'm sorry, J. Pizzolatus. Boo you. I mean, because you can take it. Because you're happy in life. Your book arrived, Lucy? Yay, that's so cool. Oh, you have to tell me what you think. Or if you don't like it, you don't have to. So, no pressure. Thank you so much for supporting me. I really appreciate it. But in all seriousness, I hope you like the book.
Knights get princesses and we get what? Bloody streakers.
Congrats on 100 sales. I mean, literally, I can literally only thank the Gwent community mostly for all of this. Like, genuinely, I think it's literally down to the T when it comes to sales. It's mostly people from our community. So, I can't say thank you enough. I'm VIP? Yeah, you are. You came into chat the other day and I was like, Lucy's not a VIP? I met her in person like twice now. That's illegal, so yeah, you're obviously very worthy. Oh yeah, I saw your message you popped me on Discord as well. I haven't replied yet, apologies. I've been sleeping all day because that's something I do now. So I'll get back to you. The Gwent community is a great bunch. Yeah, they are. I fully agree with you. I do not plan to go anywhere anytime soon. Easy. Let's start getting rid of this guy. And we are not ahead, but if they pass, I'm okay with that. Wait, let's see. This is going to go up to... Yeah, no. I don't know. We'll see. We're okay. Etherin, forgot about her. Congrats on the sales. Thanks, Andy. The real question is, did Ruben buy a copy? Oh, that's a good question, Rosie. That's a really good one. I wonder what the answer to that will be. Will Bourgeois read my book? Well, he is one of those who requested an audio version for when he rides on his bike. And I am totally in agreement that there needs to be an audio version. I'm already speaking to some friends. I think we can manage it. And with friends, I mean one specific caster who does voice acting, so let's just say the project is in the works. Where is the Purify when you need it? That's all I'm saying here. I would like that too. I spend about 2 hours a day walking the dog. Yes. Yeah, so I actually did something similar today, but like an old lady, I was actually walking with a physical book in my hand reading it. Because I'm so afraid of being cold in Scotland that I bought this at the airport. Don't laugh at me. I bought this, the Wim Hof method. This guy can survive freezing temperatures, so I was like, this is what I need. It's actually not a bad book, by the way. I'm at chapter 3 now. A cold shower a day keeps the doctor away. I'm curious to see what the negative effects of cold weather can actually be, because this guy's like, well, it's the best thing ever. Like, if you go into the cold, you become stronger. And it's like, yeah, but surely our body wouldn't be sending us shock signals every time we got into the cold for no reason. You know what I'm saying? There has to be more to it. So I need to do some of my own research before I start taking ice baths every day. Scotland is not in Antarctica. My dad keeps telling me about this book. Really? Well, so far so good. I'm on chapter 3. I only started reading it just now. And I'm pretty judgy when it comes to any psychological type of books. I slaughtered that word. I don't know what's wrong with me these days. Like, I was recording a deck guide earlier and I would mispronounce the weirdest words. I don't know what it is. I think my brain is just mush. But yeah, I'm pretty judgy when it comes to psychological books, because obviously I know what it takes to like write one, and it's like you can get away with a lot if you really want to. But so far it's been pretty good. They've also like implemented his method in actual scientific studies very recently. So those are actually proving to have like results with physical ailments. You have to take it with a pinch of salt though, because they're saying like his method can reverse diabetes. I'm like, okay, hold your horses. I like the sound of this, but let's let's take it from point A to point B, okay? Let's not make any hasty judgments just yet. The thing is, the placebo effect can also have that effect on people with like various types of ailments. So anything can basically do that. But still, I think it's worth checking out. Yeah, it's no effing miracle cure. Yeah, go take an ice bath every few days. And we'll get rid of the diabetes. No, it does not work that way. But still, so far he hasn't claimed to be a miracle worker. He makes that very clear in the start of the book, saying he's a very normal dude. And this works for him. And this is what he does. So, I'm a fan of that.
Dogs that bark seldom bite.
Do I get ahead? Yes, 1 point. Good start. As some with an autoimmune disorder, I just assume everything works. Hope for that placebo. Aw, I'm sorry to hear that.
My word is the law.
That sounds crappy. Autoimmune disorder, autoimmune. Would that be something like Crohn's disease? That sort of stuff? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Plus 6 is 18. In 7, 4. I'm gonna get in trouble. Need to be careful.
The only good human is a dead human.
Show me what you got. Diabetes as well. Interesting. If it ain't the famous one newcomer author. Hey Feldy. Now let's not go that far, okay? We've got 3 reviews giving us a solid 4.5. We got a 5-point review, a 4 and a 3. and then the 3 disappeared because that person felt guilty about it, as they should, and somebody made a 4. So I think they changed it to a 4. So it's now 4.5, which is good. It takes a while for reviews to show as well, because I know of a bunch of people who've made reviews and none show yet. Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop whoop, let's go, whoop. My review ain't out yet. I know you're going to trash it. It's fine. As long as you're honest about what you think of the meerkats and all the children dying. Hey AFC. Doing well here, how are you? Have they already played? Yeah, sure they have. Okay, let's get rid of this and this. So basically we bleed them into a short round and play Simlas. Easy clap. Yeah. Easy clap. Oh wait, we can't have them get resilience a second time though. Might have to play heat wave. Have I used the neuromancy? I have. Woof. Is your book in another language? Not yet. Not yet. It costs... Ooh, you know what? They can technically just dry pass if they really want to. Let's hope not. Nah, I can still get ahead with Simlas. I dare them to hero pass. Yeah, so it takes some money to actually get a book translated, which I don't currently have because I need to pay for my studies. But all the profit I make with my book, eventually, because I haven't made profit yet, I will simply reinvest in the book. As easy as that. So firstly, we're trying to make an audiobook, because that appears to be a real need a lot of people have. And I get that. The cold definitely has its perks on the body. I can send you some research. Interesting. Yeah, feel free to send me research. I'd love to read it. Got my copy of the book yesterday and read it through. I'm not a review critic or English major, but I will try to put my thoughts in a review if I can. I would appreciate that so much. Really, that would help a lot. For some reason, Amazon is like YouTube. Even if the comments aren't all amazing, the fact that there are comments makes Amazon think people are reading the book. So it's weird how that works, but it works.
At your age, at 2 centuries, you behave like you were barely born to die. I'll do so sword in hand.
Nice, nice, nice. Okay, I think we want to wipe the board with Vernasil next. I can voice act the character that gets killed off immediately. Hey Yannick. Okay, let's do this. If Lionheart doesn't voice the audiobook, I riot. Hey, I've been speaking to somebody who may or may not be Lionheart, and we've started talking about potentially doing an audiobook, so anything is possible. And yes, that person is Lionheart. Is this deck list finalized? It is. I will send you a copy right after this. Centurion Envoy. Okay, let's do this.
Slaughter them to a man.
When being Spanish, I will buy your book. Thank you. I will try my best to get it in Spanish. Okay, I think I know what I'm doing. I need to snipe the 7 in the range row. Clearly, I do not know what I'm doing. It's fine. Ah, no, not Golden Necker. Why are everybody playing Golden Necker all of a sudden? Now I'm super hyped. I know, right? Yeah, I can think of no other person. I told Lionheart, look, if he wants to, the spot is his. I love how Turex sounds sarcastic. But It's real. Yeah, Turek, you're a cool guy. I think you're going places. I'd love to see your progress. OnlyFans too. Turek doesn't have an OnlyFans, okay? Neither do I. But my dog, on the other hand, she's been very sneaky and weird these days, so I don't know what she's doing on her phone. No judgment. Purify not needed. Okay, we are going first, so we'll take it slow. Start with Alvin Swordmaster. I didn't hear a response to my question. Oh gosh. I did respond, yeah. I've played 7 games today of Squirt as usual, got burnt out after every one of them, and it was all ended up quitting. Lol. That's funny. If it pays the bills, don't judge. You do you, you know? If you're not hurting anybody, I honestly couldn't care less. That is my general life philosophy. As long as it doesn't hurt anybody, you do you. Alright, we will go with the Saber, and then we will set up our Vanadane. Whoop, whoop. Interesting. I was keeping the Purify for them potentially, but
So tired.
I could totally play it myself. A professional hitman. Well, that might have an effect on other people, so could be a bit of a problem. Gonna do some casting again? Yes, I will be doing some casting in the near future. I think it's already public that I'll be doing the top 64. Somnifera, thank you for the Prime. I appreciate it.
Time for you to die, Dwan.
Thank you very much. Welcome. Have I ever played Roblox? I haven't. Can I change the leader to Shoop? Why would you want that? Out of all the leaders, why is it Shoop you want?
They're surprisingly clean creatures, as it happens.
Hey Snake, why be streaming from Scotland? That is certainly the goal. And thank you for the follow, Dante. Welcome. What the hell's a keg game in the rewards? It's where we open a keg, and if you can guess the middle card, I essentially gift you a sub to the channel. But nobody ever gets it right, so it's essentially a scam that's always rigged. Or so chat normally tells me. So it depends whether you want to believe chat. You always believe chat. I don't know about that. Chat sort of... I don't know how believable chat always is, you know? I feel like you have to take chat's opinion with a pinch of salt. Never once since. Is it beginner's luck? Or did you figure out the secrets and then retired right after you won? Could be anything. Hey, Remnick. Is it cold? I am cold. I think it's better to tell people that I am cold. Because if I say it is cold, people want to know how cold. And then apparently not cold enough. I kind of want to pass, I'm going to be honest. But yes, I am cold. The heater is on. My cat is cold, so I don't think I'm going crazy. If my cat's cold, there must be some truth to it, surely. Okay, I'm pushing it a little bit. I probably could have passed.
Know that I was trained by Clara Larissa de Winter herself.
I'm pushing it a tiny bit. They're gonna get 4 points now. Putting them on 45. So they need to play a 7-point card here to get ahead. Show the cat. Unless he is sleeping, then don't touch. Okay, I'll show you the cat in a second. Oof, that's enough. Well, I didn't feel like committing, but here we are. Is it enough? We shall see. Dear gosh, it is probably not enough, because of course they're gonna play something that's bigger than 5. Oof. I mean, hope for the best. Okay, so excuse my room for it's a mess. But she's napping there, if you can see. This is all my merch, okay? If it's merch, okay, ignore the alcohol. I got it from Poland. It's also my merch. So she's there and the heater is right underneath. Hey, Pixie. Hi. She doesn't care, she's sleeping. She doesn't care that I'm streaming. She wants to nap. It's fine. Pass. Pass. Her name is Pixie? Yeah, it's Pixie. She's not a little pixie anymore though. She's a chonker. I got the fright of my life when I got home. She's massive. I think it's because of the winter. They put on a lot of chunk so they don't get cold. Rain-free. Interesting. But I don't mind because I am cold as well. So if she wants to chunk with me, that's fine. I don't mind extra chunk in my bed at night. That's all I'm saying. Because her chunky little body plops onto the bed. And then she climbs under the covers. And she shares the heat that radiates off her chunkiness. And I'm okay with that, so... I don't think you can fat shame a cat, is all I'm saying. So I don't think she minds. Whenever you play a unit, oof, boost an allied unit by 2, increases value by the target's base power. Oof. Me no like. Oof. Big oof. We probably brick. No? Okay, okay. Yeah, I was in Poland for the CD Projekt Red event. So it was the 20th anniversary event. It was amazing. When I went home, I bought some chocolates and I bought this. Is it good? It's called Saska, and I know it's a cream type of liqueur. I got it for my book launch or my going away party to Scotland. So I'm going to share it with my friends. So tell me it's good. Because I don't want to have bad alcohol. It's good? Okay, just making sure. I mean, they had a lot of vodka. But we already have vodka, and I don't really want vodka. I'm not the biggest fan of vodka per se. I remember it was the cheapest like drink people could find in high school, and that's all they poured into their drinks, and it was like, ah, I still have nightmares thinking about it. Suska? S-A-S-K-A. Rashid, can you not bully me? Thank you. I would appreciate it if you respect my rank. This is the rank I identify with at the moment. I don't feel like a pro ranker, so you have to respect that, essentially. Rank shaming, that's embarrassing for you. You can definitely fat shame a cat. My neighbor had a cat with diabetes. Why is that so funny for no reason? Am I a bad person?
Act your age. At 2 centuries, you behave like you were barely one.
I feel like some people think it would be funny to have a fat cat, so they overfeed their cat on purpose. Can you imagine? Like, you get into that phase in your life where you overfeed your cat because it looks cuter. I would never do that, by the way. I don't know why my cat is so chunky, but I support her. Because that's what good people do. It's not healthy? I know. No, my cat is not that chunky, to be fair. She's always had a little awkward build, if you will. But now she runs around and she plays a lot, so I'm very proud of her. I would never let my cat get too chunky because I want her to live forever. I support your deadly habit that will likely kill you soon. I am a good person. Vodka and chocolate for your friend? I am good friend. I would buy 2 if you called me that. Esclavo, thank you. That's nice of you. I saw your chunky hand deck video with her picture on the Gwent page. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember that one. I mean, I feel like she sold the deck at the end of the day. You would have been pro by now if you played my syndicate list. Maybe. Lucifer?
You've talked enough.
I never really watched Lucifer. Does it have a good story, or what type of vibes is it? Last time I saw it was Lucifer trying to help a detective solve cases for some reason. So it became sort of like the Mentalist sort of vibes. It's great, it's funny. Okay.
As you command.
I'll put it on my list. I don't know if that was the play, but here we are. Ah, Dwarf Berserker.
Swords I smile at, weapons laugh to scorn.
I'm gonna stop spamming the chat. You're not spamming. The Skellige deck's so annoying. I would love to try the Skellige deck, I'm not gonna lie. As I haven't given it a shot. I'm happy there's a second season of The White Lotus coming. That was a good show. Also haven't watched that one. The White Lotus. I feel like I should have watched it. Why haven't I? How do we get ahead? What counters elves? A bad hand, I guess.
Shall be recompensed.
Show a real Gwent card. It's your lucky day. I actually have real Gwent cards. How about Square Tile?
Slaughter them to a man!
We shall drive the ape men into the sea.
Thanks for the follow. How about ELVES? A lot of people playing Errandites again. Interesting. So we have to keep that in mind, right?
For the daisy of the valley!
ELVES. King or bigger, what's the difference? One Duan less. Pretty harsh. I don't like that Aeronite is growing. It makes me panicky. And now we actually want to 2-0 them so Aeronite doesn't grow. We're sort of forced into a position where we want to push, so we go first. We're going back into that Aeronite sort of meta, which isn't ideal. Nice. Let's do it.
Let him forth, Duan. You stand no chance.
May your sword and arm be one.
Gagler, Dwan will not be heard. If I'm to die, I'll do so sword in hand.
I think we can pull this off.
Elren has shown us the way. You are no lunet of mine. Racists.
And that won't stop me.
Daisy of the valley!
Death would be a mercy you do not deserve.
Of course, depending on their last hand, I could also go Simlas in a round 3. That wouldn't be shabby. I guess it depends on their next card. Chameleon. Oh, now they're getting desperate. Screw it, I'm gonna do it.
Only one with no sense would trust the word. If I'm to die, I'll do so sword in hand. Racists. For the daisy of the valley!
What's the fluffy creature behind you? That would be my dog. There are 2 fluffy creatures. The one is the dog and the other one's the cat. You can see the little orange heads. Ooh. Close. Close. Bleeding was still the right idea, right? So they went for Harmony.